Which means that all they can really do is they've got to try and throw kicks to the upper torso.
Yeah, unless the head's changed. I'm not really familiar with these. Let's have a look. It's for the IKBF world title.
Yes, and no leg kicks, I'd say.
No leg kicks. It's all above waist.
Yeah, and there you see now already throwing the leg up around the head region. Both boys are going to have to be pretty aerobically fit to keep this sort of pace going with the upper leg kicks to the body to get the legs up, Sam.
I remember seeing Nick Lundh fight many years ago, and
yes, he's fought some big names.
Big names,
boxing and kickboxing. Yes.
Very rigid fighter, very straight up fighter.
Yep.
Just does enough.
Yes, you're right there, Sam. Does more training these days than fighting himself. He's got a stable of his own that he trains.
Luke Maddison, self-trained. Very interesting.
It's always difficult, Sam, I'd say, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
He got a low one.
Kick to the groin.
Now, this is the problem, I suppose, when you're trying to get your feet and your legs up.
There's a lot more kicks to the groin in fights that you're fighting above the waist than what there is with leg kicks.
Well, it would be because you're constantly looking for that upper torso area, and if you can't reach there, or the fighter moves into your leg before you've got your 100% extension out.
You can't tell the fighter to stay there while you kick.
No. That's a good point.
Well, here they go, they resume.
And Lundh tries to get in close to use some punching power. And Ignatius Missalades splits them up.
Oh, nice kick by Lundh. Oh.
The big right hand up on Maddison. Oh, tried a big kick there to the ribcage, but I think he hit the gloves of Lundh then.
Geez, Luke Maddison's really winding him up.
He is.
He's lining him up from Canberra.
Yeah, he's cut him.
On top
he's
of
got
the
a
nose.
massive cut on the top of the eye. Or is it, he might have a broken nose, Sam?
No, he's cut him on top of the nose.
Is that it? Well, what are they going to do? They're going to fight on.
The blood's not obstructing his vision, so he can fight on.
And the nose isn't broken either. So
no, it is a cut on top of the nose.
Yeah, just a cut. So well, that must have been from a leg kick.
Whoa!
You would think, Maddison is down, and copped a couple on the top of the scon by Lundh while he was on the ground. I think the blood, Lundh's thinking he's bleeding, and that therefore he's got to try and finish Madigan. And believe you me, we'll get splashed with that blood soon. It'll be around here.
We will indeed. Wish these guys would move the other side.
Sammy, the dry clean bill's about to go up. As Lundh is trying to work away into the body of...
there's a kick to the head by Lundh. Fantastic.
Of the head there.
Oh.
End of round one.
As you can see, the cut is above the nose.
Yep, they'll patch that up now. Murray Thompson will get the...
They might wipe it down. They'll put some Vass on it. But, I mean, it looks worse than what it is.
Yeah.
You know, like Peter Lewis says, Peter's one of the best doctors in kickboxing Australia has to offer, but he's seen that and says, no, they can fight on. That blood's not obstructing the vision, so he can go on.
How do we judge that first round on the card, Sam, in terms of there weren't any standing 8 counts or whatever?
Do you know what? I honestly think if you really want to tip it one way, you probably have to tip it to Lundh that round.
Yeah. Now,
Next Sunday, 22nd of
they're all
July, folks,
transpired. I could hardly split them in the finish.
Luke Maddison rules and the whole thing. 22nd of July at Springvale Town Hall. And 1 week later that weekend, 28th of July at West End Hotel. The return of Pat Christophe and Jason Tramzek. Seconds out. Round 2.
Okay, here we go. Second round.
And that
coming out with a left roundhouse kick.
They haven't been able to do much with that cut, but not hurting, not causing any further difficulty. And that Lundh now trying to work away with the gloves there on Madigan's using the legs extensively, Sam.
He is indeed. Trying to find his range at the moment still.
He's an exuberant performer from Canberra, this lad.
Luke Maddison's using the whole ring, using the ropes to jump off, push off.
Well, now he ducked his head there.
He did duck his head. Now, I don't know how the referee's going to see that. At the end of the day, Nick's done the right thing.
Yep, he threw a punch from the waist just as Madigan was falling to ground. But he was aiming for the belly originally.
Luke's using those ropes.
Luke's in trouble here a bit. He's copping a fair bit of leather work from Lundh. An experienced warhorse, Nick Lundh. Lundh comes in. Blood doesn't bother him. Madigan is becoming a bit frustrated with things. Again, bleeding from that cut.
Bit of a standoff here with these two fighters.
Yeah, Madigan doesn't want to come in and get caught with that leather. And if he can't get in, he can't use his legs.
Luke Maddison likes using the ropes. Someone likes bouncing off the ropes and initiating his attack.
Yeah, Lundh now pinning Madigan in the corner and
good body shot there by Lundh.
Yeah,
just good work rate. Good work rate this round. And this is the sort of stuff. No use calling the referee here.
Oh!
He just dropped into the right hand.
That was massive, Sam, that right hand.
Well, the biggest mistake Luke Maddison made then was to call the referee. You never drop your guard at any time during the fight. That's a common law between fighters, and it's all over. Luke's the only one to blame for that. There was no reason for that. He should not have called the ref. You should keep your hands up at all times. The referee's there to do a job. He'll do it himself. There's no you don't call anything.
Yeah. And,
it's a bit unfortunate, but that's the way the cookie crumbles now.
Nick Lundh stomped the ground. That's part of the procedure, isn't it?
And I got blood all over my at the moment. Have a look at this.
Oh, no.
Never mind.
And
congratulations. Look, congratulations to Nick Lundh. I really mean that. And in all sincerity, I mean...
You should always engage in a protective stance at all times.
You know it from the start. You've been told in centre ring when two fighters match up and face each other. The referee always says keep your hands up at all times.
Yes, always. And protect yourself.
At all times.
Physically. And why would you attempt to talk to a referee while you're under that form of assault, Sam?
Well, that form of assault, any normal human being would have kept their hands up.
Yes.
So, look, at the end of the day, it's, what can I say? It's unfortunate the way he's lost, but he'll go back and look at this tape or this video or DVD, whatever it may be. He'll look at it and say, God, I'll never drop my hands ever again.
Yeah,
he'll glue him to the side of his
head. The problem he hasn't got a trainer to tell him that either.
Put that aside. He's made the fatal mistake of calling the referee himself and dropping his guard. That is a no-no.
Yes.
That is a no-no. You clinch, you hold the guy, let the referee come to you and split you up and say, what is the problem? Yeah. Don't you call the referee with your hands down. And that was the most expensive lesson, you know, that Luke Maddison has learned tonight. That's
photographic book as well.
And the new
world champion, Nick Lundh.
That's amazing.
World champion, Lightning Nick.
It's a great effort too, Nick Lundh.
It's a fantastic effort and well deserved. And bad luck to Luke Maddison, but I hope it's a lesson to be learnt. Never to drop your guard at all times.
Yeah.
And while Billy puts on the belt,
it's a terrible way to lose a fight because the boy probably trains his guts out.
Well, look, no doubt about it. Let's listen what Luke's got to say.
Obviously, a few people couldn't hear. What were your thoughts going into after between the first and second round, mate?
A couple of shots, I think I was doing a couple of and so I was picking up here and all.
Now, in relation that there was a couple of complaints from your corner that you thought that you were being hit on the back of the head. Can you verify that?
Yeah, but hey, well, it's the way the fight turned out. We're in the fight's over, doesn't matter. Congratulations, Nick Lundh.
Well, he seems gracious in defeat, Steve.
Yes, I think he's realised his error of his ways there, and he'll try and rectify that for future bouts.
Unfortunately, it's hard to rectify on a world title.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, Luke Maddison.
Another rematch coming up.
Well, congratulations to Nick Lundh and commiserations to Luke Maddison.
We do that.
And
Carl's going to Nick.
Some fanfare. We haven't seen you for a couple of years, mate, we call it the squared circle. Now, seriously, there was a photo of yourself, mate, and from above from here, people would have thought you lost the fight looking at your face at the moment with all the blood going on. Congratulations, mate. How does it feel to be called world champion?
Absolutely fantastic. I suppose the first thing I should thank the God Almighty for giving me the strength at my age, almost pension age, to keep going. I got lots of people to thank. Got to thank my manager, trainer Murray. Thank Michael for promoting the fight. And my sponsor, Activity Playgrounds, and all my fans out there. Too many to thank, so thank you. I really appreciate it.
Now, mate, come over here. Now, in relation to the first round, now, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, my friend. You came with a huge fanfare and people like the massive support and hysteria for yourself. And looking back 3-4 years on, you would never thought that you'd be fighting for a world title, but geez, mate, you gave as good as you got tonight.
Yeah, well, that's exactly right. He certainly got me a good one on my nose, that's for sure. But, you know, I was hungry enough to, you know, bust my guts and try. That's all you can do.
Besides having a couple of long beers with Murray as well, what's next for yourself? I mean, you've achieved everything you need to achieve, but knowing yourself there, mate, we always see you at the kickboxing shows. You've always got some new bags up the trick, my friend.
Yeah, that's very true. Actually, I've got some fantastic fighters at the moment. I've got, you know, Steve Brophy, Ed Abel, you know, Cara Hall, and even Mark Rubino, who was here fighting last time. So I'll be concentrating on them quite a fair bit too.
All right, mate, you've thanked the sponsors, and I'm sure you want to thank a lot of other people, the family, the friends as well, yourself, and then we'll wrap up the show.
Yes. Well, I guess I really need to thank my wife, Michelle, who's been there all the time. You know, I've got my parents to look up, you know, looking after me kids tonight, so, you know, I can't be any more blessed than, you know, having my lovely family, my wife, Michelle, Jordan, Maddison, and Rocky. But anyway, thank you very much. Thanks for supporting Kickboxing. We'll see you here again next time. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the new above waist IKBF super middleweight champion of the world, Lightning Nick Lundh.
Thank you very much, Perry Kyle and